inside the 10-yard line. He'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. So James Madison's offense will have first crack at this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Good play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The gift to the tailback. Got enough for the first. Brings into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Dukes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. The give on the inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the ball, they get a short little game, no harm, no foul.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
He'll bring it out. It's Jarvis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Indiana's offense will take the field for the 1st time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. You see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense?
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can touch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a reverse. There we go. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Using his feet, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Looking down the middle. And downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to punch him in. He's going for the touchdown, Indiana. Setting up for the extra point and the time. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The RPO fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lost a throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass on second down. Looking to buy time. With one hand. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Clements. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great place.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Dukes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Dukes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, James Madison. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Brooks. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Going deep. Intercepted
Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move the defensive lineman out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have that.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. Couldn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking it up first.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. The backfield is open. Going to pick up a little bit shorter sticks.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run the script for it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. They'll try to do better this time around. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the first. On the move to the 40. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown Dukes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Brooks. He's going to fire deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Swings it out to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dukes racing to the line in a hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jolly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. No huddle offense to the line. Wants to throw. It's close. Got out of trouble and throws. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football there.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got a big play. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open.
Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. The snap sets up the throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the wishes he had that one back.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Dukes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jolly. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
To the air. It's Brooks. Snap in the middle. It's Harden. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football. And you can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Interference. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some speed. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Dukes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Down 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the line. Touchdown, James Madison. And the pummeling has started. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's John. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, and they have to get to work on this drive.
And that is a big hit, and that's a hit that I'm going, listen, from the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But Paul, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. The flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Brooks. That's reeled in. It's Florida.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and long, he'll try to throw for it. Grab over the middle. It's Florida. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Puts his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. A strike downfield. That'll be enough. enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
On the ready.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. And it's caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
Trying to slam it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Deuce.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Okay, ready.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Takes his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely...
An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period.
Get set.
Use the play fake, now the throw. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The quick out, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're on the screen. Just barely get hit. The tackle is made, but he's got a first and goal from the 6.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's yours. Tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the side. You got to throw.
Open spaces. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Running the option, it's yours. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Give to the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit for the football.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him. Got him to the ball.
Here comes the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Knocks it out of the air. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Duke come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they haven't played last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Mahoney. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, give it on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We're going to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute this? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. This was just total domination.
Thank you. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So James Madison's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right moves. He showed off his ability. This offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Dukes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circles over that.
They're not open. They're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
First down here for the offense. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun to get to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Otis. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The give on the option. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. 3rd and short coming from the 34.
simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. Third and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw off. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He gets a block. Got it. Can they catch it? Boy, nothing can recognize a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Fires to the wide out. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are playing. First down and 10. Lost the flow on first down. Hockey breaking down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to pull it back to first down. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The dudes are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's Clements. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the left. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Well,
the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 4th down, they're taken to the air. Under fire. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back over the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it. Hoping for better fortune this time around. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. It's Otis. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
A nice play by the defense. Third and short, we're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He holds one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just tripped through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
We'll pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Wants to throw again. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. And on down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job.
It's Clements. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The Cornhuskers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll leave it with the running back. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
To get it out across the 20, they'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts in the previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through.
14-yard line. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Across the 45. Down to 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Otis. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Takes the grab. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup at 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole thing. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Slips through the line. He's got it.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick the game anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking to throw, it's Otis. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a furious on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the DT. This is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Dukes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard when they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly. So,
absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to throw, it's Otis. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the placement. And he gets home and knock him down back at the 45. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because they're all way up in front. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On their own 18-yard line, it's first down. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's first and 10 from inside the 40. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He was smelling that end zone right, getting down at the 4 after the big pass play.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. If you're down 2 possessions, you need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken out of incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now he set up safe.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Dukes. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
and I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Otis. Working the middle, it's complete. Look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's a draw. Now whistling down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Working out left side now.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Searching forward on the seat. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They got the opponent going backwards.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Tighten up defense. Defense.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Ready to go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Otis. Bringing the heat. No way to go throwing down. He goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense drags him down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Husker! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's exactly the start we want from your offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the dub.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And it was going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around you.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. He's been so bad in
spin it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You know, for postseason, you really want to keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. He'll pull it on the read.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage. The defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get where he can get on the scramble play here, down close to the red zone.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and has deep.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They tackle another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know you're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. They've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Otis. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And they can't make the connection on fourth. And they'll turn it over.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not hunting anymore. Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly.
Pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on the defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything.
Now the pitch. There's that shoulder delivers the blow. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Dukes line it up with a first and goal. Right bars are going in. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this
take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot.
Aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for him, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This is where you make the money on the drive. Right up at the 30, it's third and short. Quick completion on the out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a catch. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Off the boot, looking for his man. Finds his big tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. That's a fly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to FIU. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? They keep everything going on elsewhere. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. This offense was looking for, sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. He's picked up and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, yeah, I can fit this ball in. Not so fast. Come away with it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Otis. He makes the grab.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This is always the time of the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship. But you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort, tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team.